check it out, check it out, check it out. So as promised, this season, we're going to do some side episodes, some specials. So Cassie and I are back again.
I'm back, bitches.
We are back, but we brought a new guest.
She's famous.
I know.
She's a movie
I'm
star.
the
She's
big
actually
bitch on
a porn
campus.
star.
Ew.
We brought Christina.
Hey.
Yeah, get used to that.
So Christina is going to help us out. So as you guys know, Valentine's Day is coming up. Everyone's favorite time of the year, or least favorite. However you guys want to take it. It's not cuffing season though.
True.
Cuffing season is, we're on the...
If you're not cuffed by now, then you're not getting Valentine's Day gifts.
You can marry the leprechaun for next month.
So
anyway, so we have a fun segment coming up today. We're going to go through some just different topics that relate to Valentine's Day. And we have Christina to give us some insight as well. And just a heads up, actually, with me, Cassie, and Christina, it's kind of interesting because we're all in different, parts of our lives right now.
What Sumie's trying to say is I'm fucking single.
Ready for a Pringle?
Yeah.
Literally, they're shitting on me right now. But it's fine. I'm happy to take on that role.
Yeah, but you get different insights. So you get different preferences and insights.
Christina's engaged, for those of you that don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
she'll be married soon.
I'm dating the nice chocolate black man. Actually, we have 4 chocolate black men on the show, so I'm dating Driss.
Pick your poison there, Sue.
Whoever doesn't remember or care.
One of those chocolate ones.
But okay, so we'll kind of get into the first topic with Valentine's Day. So we thought a fun one would be kind of our first crush, and literally dating back to pre-pubescent era.
Way back
when.
Like right when boys stopped having cooties.
It's when you noticed why you hated the boy next to you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because you hated him.
When you were like, oh my god, he's so gross. And the next thing you know, you were like, but is he?
Hot.
Is he gross? Girly parts tingle and you don't know what that is.
Okay, I don't think my girly parts were tingling in elementary school.
Not yet.
I think mine were. I just wasn't aware.
Alright, Sumie, tell me about your first crush.
So, my first crush was a white man named Tanner.
Okay, that is a plot twist.
But he was so... Okay, well, I hated him. I hated his guts. And he hated me. He hated me. And I think he actually told me he didn't like me because I was brown. Because I don't think we realized... We didn't realize, basically, that was a racist thing to say. But he wore and won everything. I mean, do you guys remember...
So he was a wigger?
But he wasn't. That's the thing.
Oh,
he just
was.
loved and won. But when they talk a certain way, he wasn't like that.
True.
But it was those
was.
cut-off jerseys, that synthetic material everybody wore during gym.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then those long basketball shorts, and then and one shoes.
And with a smidge of his ankle showing?
Yeah, that's what he had. And he has that Sean Hunter haircut from Boy Meets World when they were in 6th grade.
Sumie, he sounds hot.
Well, you should have seen me in 1st grade.
Also, he was a first grader, so...
True.
But that's what he looked like. And then he smelled like cigarettes all the time, so I knew his parents smelled.
In 1st grade? Oh. Okay, gotcha.
That was my first crush.
What did you do about it?
Fought with him. I literally fought with him. So we had this thing called the World Tour in the 1st grade. So each classroom was assigned a country, and we were, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound ignorant, but China or Japan, I can't remember. So we worked at the restaurant, and so we served rice, the sticky rice, and
Are you sure this was a multicultural project, or was this
no? I mean, it was
stereotypes on blast?
I think that was honestly the premise of all of it, but
probably.
And we disagreed on everything. So he was the cook, quote unquote. Everything was already cooked. He was the person who put it in a bowl, and I was the waitress who handed it to people. And I just remember we got into a fight. One of us hit the other with a chopstick. Rice was flinging in the air, but it wasn't hot, because you're in 1st grade, you're actually fighting. So it's not a hot food fight from a scene from a movie.
Mm-hmm. This seems hot. I don't know.
Not for 1st graders who are bite each other's ears off.
You're right. That's kind of weird.
And the sticky rice. I'm sure that was
sticky rice.
Aww. God bless him.
I know.
What was his name?
Tanner. I wish him well.
Tanner, if you're ever listening, Sumie wishes you well.
We hope you're eating some nice
She moved on from your Sean Hunter haircut and your and ones, but, hopefully you found the girl of your dreams.
Christina, why don't you tell us about your promiscuous ways?
Christina was a fucking slut in elementary school.
Jokes. I mean, I just put, I don't even know. I had a good amount of boyfriends in elementary and middle school, but the pointless kind where you see them only at school or you talk to them on the phone.
You mean you guys
So you
weren't
didn't get your
going?
salad toss, really?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm throwing up.
No. Yeah, that didn't happen then. But one of my first crushes that I can really remember, we were really good friends in first grade.
First grade, I'm telling you.
I hung out with girls and boys, but I like homeboys, But anyways,
Boys.
and then I think third grade is when we were all, like, oh shit, you're cute. I like you, he went to a different, like the smart school on certain days of the week,
And Christina didn't.
aka Hanby. You remember that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's Hanby?
A smart school.
It's like a magnet school for the smart kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, he would come back to that when I was exiting the normal elementary. He would bring me gifts sometimes. I thought that
What
was
kind
really
of
nice.
gifts?
So he noticed your mosquito bites swelled up a little bit.
Probably.
Oh,
I remember he got me a glass hummingbird.
A glass hummingbird.
That is so
Like one of those figurines.
sweet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the wings is broken now, but
You still have it?
no. I think the last time I saw it was sometime in high school, actually. Like in the
Still, it made it
basement.
through high school.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. He was a gem. We played soccer a lot on the fields, recess, We went to each other's houses a lot, actually, and hung out. He had a pretty cool house.
Wow.
Played a lot of games.
That sounds like it could have been true love.
We were outdoorsy kids, the good old days, not the fat ass Nintendo.
Side note,
Xbox kids
Christina
these
thinks all
days.
children are fat asses these days.
I mean, let's be honest.
Childhood was better in the day.
When was the
I
last time you
think.
saw something with your eyes and not through Snapchat?
A screen.
Oh, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, we talked about
Sorry,
that actually
yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah, but it's.
I mean, yeah. But yes, this was the good times.
The wholesome,
Yeah, where you play, you
Not with
get
each
down and
other.
dirty, but
on each other.
you could experiment here or there, get pushed
So
on the
what she's saying
swing.
is she did.
No, I did have a nice lover named Araya, and he pushed me on the swing a lot at recess.
That
when
seems sexual.
That seems like
He was
it
African American,
That's when
but
you tasted
Alex
your first chocolate.
was white. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he might have been my first chocolate, and honestly, maybe the darkest that I've gone out.
She
Take a small
upgraded.
bite out of chocolate.
She
Just
just-
a whole damn bar.
He had a large family.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a nice way to
Yeah,
put it.
that relationship didn't last long.
Well, I mean, you were in third grade,
Yeah,
so it's hard to believe you would have made it the rest of your life.
right.
Who knows?
Well, Cassie, why don't you tell us about your first crush?
Okay, but this is so serious because I think he might be the. No, I'm just talking with you.
You were stalking then?
It was first grade. I think first grade is like a safe zone that we all started to think boys were like
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, I think consciously you picked that up.
Yeah, he was also white, so that
Well,
seems a
lovely.
little different.
Yeah.
His name was Colton, and
That's a white name.
I was pretty obsessed with him.
So what did you do? How was
Like-
your relationship?
Like I loved him. Like every day
Like name in the
in my
notebook.
Lisa Frank notebook.
Could we write that?
I mean,
I
yeah,
had a fuzzy diary. It was like, yeah.
yeah, and like the colored gel pens.
Oh, gel pen.
Yeah.
Or,
That's
yeah.
some 90s shit
Well,
right there.
The clueless.
Every day I was writing about him in that damn notebook, and I was just pretty obsessed with him. Like, we were friends in school, but, I don't think he liked me that way. So I would chase him around, like the playground. And,
As he would run away from you.
right, maybe he was.
He wasn't fond of the chase.
Maybe he was like, this bitch won't leave me alone. I don't really remember, but it certainly was a little different than anything we do now. Or is it? I don't know.
Well, honestly, I think chase has become like stalking in social media.
So true.
So yeah, we're physically chasing somebody around now. We're stalking them through social media, which is so, again, another millennial kind
Kind of
of,
creepy. But
yeah.
Really creepy,
Yeah.
actually.
Because you find out a lot more. You're not chasing the back of someone's head. You're literally learning about their life.
True.
And what
And
they're
it's not
doing.
like I was like, there was no like dramatic end to the chase when I would chase him on the playground, where it was like, "You motherfucker!"
Your dramatic end on social media.
Pure creeping.
Yeah, it was just me being psycho, which, like, arguably, maybe I am.
Versus liking all their pictures from 2011 as it's 2018.
Yeah.
But anyway, which kind of segues into, you know, our next topic, or our next, you know, topic for this episode is romance. So I kind of mentioned at the beginning of the episode, you know, me, Cassie, and Christina, we're all in different parts of our, you know, love life, social life.
So she's trying to say that I'm single. Again.
This is an advertisement. You know, this is a Valentine's
This
Day
is not
episode.
Match.com.
She's not prostituting herself. We're just
My mom offered to pay for Match.com, by the way, just so everybody knows.
Oh, Denise. What a gem.
Well, so, you know, one of the things we do want to talk about is romance, you know, with Valentine's Day. So kind of going through everybody's preferences. So this is what you know, your preferences on Valentine's Day for romance. So what is your ideal day or date seem for Valentine's Day?
Or even just relationships overall.
Yeah, or in general, like what's a nice day with your man or a man? Man.
Before we go into details, because obviously you guys are going to have more to say than me. Fuck my life. I just want to make a guess, because I know both of you so well. And I think that we're all three very different in our expectations for romance. So I think Sumie is like the far left, which is like the not into the romance, the more tomboyish. She likes her affection. Okay.
I was gonna say, she likes the food shit.
She likes like sexual shit and more masculine shit. And less like mushy gushy.
But some.
Yeah.
Some. You're still a woman. Christina is like the middle person who likes a little bit of mushy gushy mixed with a little bit of sexual masculine. She likes to be kind of like surprised.
Yep.
A little bit of each.
Yep.
And I'm like the far right.
Cassie is the hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
Like bring the
English teacher
horse
shit.
carriage to the door.
Right. Like the knight in shining armor. I'm glad you used hopeless romantic because literally the key word there is hopeless.
That's just a term.
Yeah. Whatever. You know, I'm just waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. I need the romance. I need the mushy gushy, like romance novel, Nicholas Sparks movie, that whole business. I need it. I don't need it. I want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
She desires it. She craves
I
it.
crave it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, let's actually start with Christina.
Yeah.
So, like we mentioned, Christina's engaged, so she's definitely, you know.
She's going to the chapel and she's going to get married.
So what?
Well, actually, I'm going to a wine cellar and getting married, but
I mean,
Facts.
you know, sometimes
There's
more
no better
important
place to get married.
than a freaking wine cellar. You got it.
Why don't you tell us about what a romantic day or time, you know, would seem for you?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's whenever we actually hang out and we're not like on our cell phones, not talking. Because some people consider that still hanging out, even though like you're on the couch, you're on your phones and you're not talking. I don't know.
That's a good point.
That kind of bugs me sometimes because I feel like you're not actually speaking to each other.
Yeah.
And
I feel like sometimes, especially in like long-term relationships, like if you've been together for years or if you're engaged to be married, like sometimes that's okay because you're not going to talk every second of every day.
Right.
Especially if you've had a long day of work, whatever.
Right.
But that's certainly not an idea of some night to be romantic.
right.
Quality time is different than just being
Yeah.
together.
And like Cassie said, I do like a good surprise sometimes. Although I've done more of the surprises.
Haven't we all?
You know?
Damn it.
Candlelit shit.
Look at you.
Sometimes. I know, really, you know, I surprise myself.
Well, where would you go? Money isn't a factor, time isn't a factor. Where would you go? What would you do?
Well, I mean, the past 2 Valentines in a row, we've gone to see 50 Shades. Because I like that shit.
With you? That's a
Well,
good shit.
I mean, he doesn't like volunteer for it, you know, but
he just kind of goes.
he loves me, so what a gem.
That's nice of him.
One year I won a Pure Romance goodie bag.
And
At
you
the
know how we
premiere.
are
That's
with
a
romance.
bonus, you know?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, just as long as we actually have quality time and, you know,
I think
we feel the connection still. So, I don't know. That's all that really matters to me.
That's
I do love a good 50
She's right in the middle. She's right in the middle.
Yeah, I am a butt crack lover.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's a weird term.
It's a weird thing that just happened. We're not really sure whether she meant she likes it right in the middle or whether she actually...
That's like her preference.
I meant the middle this
that
time,
is
guys. All right.
Get it, girl. All right, Sumie. I want to know about you and Driss.
Honestly,
in a dream world.
In a dream, I'm so we always promise, like, other than birthdays, it's like not gifts. Like, I don't like doing it because it's just something that it's kind of like, you know, like you're like a dog toy. Like, you chew it up, it's done. Like, it's got a memory out of it. I mean, maybe that wasn't a good comparison, but I like doing stuff. I actually get annoyed if we don't not have an entire day planned, but something that we normally wouldn't do. You know, just something. Even we go freaking, like, bumper cars or something, you know what I mean? Or paintballing would be, like, I would do something that requires activity. Yeah. And it's, like, something you would enjoy. I can't do movies for, like a random date night, sure, but I can't do movies.
Yeah.
But it has to be, like, at the end of the night. For me, it's, like, during the day, I like to do shit. Whether it's even, honestly, just bar hopping or, like, going to a restaurant and trying something new, that kind of stuff. But when it's, like, nighttime, I do like the intimate side of things.
Yeah.
Actually, like, Driss and I, for our anniversary, we literally watched Spider-Man Homecoming, and we were so excited. We did, like, a little staycation, but, like, the whole day we did something, you know? Like, we tried different restaurants around town, and then we went shopping, and it was just genuinely time together.
Yeah.
But we did the stuff that we both like to do. Like, nobody else likes it. Like, the quirky things that come out. That, to me, is, like, what romance is. It's when the quirky things come out in a relationship.
So too.
Like, you're not, like, you're afraid to admit that to people, but we did that on, you know, that day.
Right.
That's the kind of stuff. And then I like all the dirty stuff at night when you're, like, wrapping it up and everything.
But, like, are you wrapping it up?
Yeah. Well, no, like, now, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you are, yeah. Wrapping it, but, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
And I do like when the toys come out and the whole, like, I would go the whole way of, like, the, you know, like, the toys and the lingerie. Like, I like that stuff at the end.
Well, I mean, we do pure romance for a reason. We like that shit.
True that.
We like use up all the tubes then.
Tubes and lubes.
Tubes and lubes and batteries. Actually, no, the batteries are for when they're not there. But, you know.
Cordless is the way to go.
What is it?
Cordless.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We did get some tips from our pure romance party. But that's honestly when it's booming.
So true.
So, Cassie?
I don't even know what to say. When I am hanging out with my romantic lover, no. I mean, I don't really have, like, even though I'm, like, a mushy-gushy romantic person, I feel like I'm kind of in the same ballpark with both of you anyway when it comes to, like, Valentine's Day or, like, certain anniversaries, just spending time together. I'm not somebody that needs to be, like, given some extravagant gift and then taken on some extravagant trip or date, or I'm not saying I wouldn't love it from time to time, but those aren't really the things that, like, you know, I would just like to spend time. And I like to feel special in some way. Yeah. But that doesn't have to be like some, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be like annoyingly mushy, but just like some way to let me know that, like, I'm important.
Right.
And I'm a boss ass bitch.
She is a boss ass bitch. So I'll give you her number at the end of the episode.
Yeah, 100%.
But you know, kind of the underlying, I feel like, factor with all of this is, I think, what guys, I mean, this is just us talking our opinions. Obviously, there's other girls that do really like the flowers and the gifts, and they like to show it. I am a sucker for
flowers, I'll tell you.
I hate flowers. I fucking hate flowers. Give me an IPA, like a 6-pack IPA, chocolate, or Coca-Cola.
I would be down for a bouquet of flowers.
Just on, like, random. I feel like flowers.
Oh, true.
Flowers on random days
I agree.
more special than flowers on holidays.
That's what I mean by, like, feeling special.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, if I get flowers on Valentine's Day, like, I'm still gonna love them because I love flowers.
Yeah.
And it is a nice gesture. But for me, it's more like if a random Tuesday or a day that I had, like, a really shitty
Because it's
day.
Wednesday.
Yeah, something so stupid and cheesy, but, like, I think I would love that more than, like, the expectation of, especially if it's, like, not that I don't think traditions are cute, because I do. Like, if you get, you know, like, lilies are my favorite flower.
Yeah.
And if someday, like, someone bought me lilies for every Valentine's Day because it was a tradition, like, I would love that.
Yeah.
But I also think I like the spontaneity of it. Like, oh my God, there's lilies and I didn't do anything necessarily to deserve them, or it's not
keep the spark
expected.
going, the interest there.
That shit.
But that's what I'm saying, like, that's different, appreciating it. But when it's expected, like,
Yeah.
and again, like, I hate being, like, I'm speaking on behalf of most women, no. I like the idea of just, I think, to me, the kindest gesture and most romantic gesture is just when a man plans something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever,
Yes.
it's just when you plan it. That's all you
Gosh,
need to do. It could be something silly. Like, honestly, breakfast in bed would make my day because it's something you plan. You plan to get up and do something to make me feel special.
Yeah.
You know, like, little things like that. And again, there are people that are different. You know, it's always, like, that present that you get. There are some girls that really do enjoy, like, nice, expensive jewelry on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But I think the three of us, our expectations are more of, like, just having something planned, you know? Whether it's...
I think, yeah, because I also think by nature, like, females typically do more of the planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not even always just in your relationship, but just in life. Like, we're
girl, it's
planning.
annoying.
Yeah, shit gets annoying.
Yeah, you're planning the grocery store, you're planning the meals, you're planning, you know, time with your friends, time with their friends, time. You're planning.
meals. I want to back up on that because I swear to God, I never thought I would be my mom, but, like, until you hit a certain age, I feel like Driss, and honestly most guys, like, I don't know what I want to eat now. And you guys heard it earlier.
Yeah.
Because we think about it. Honestly, my drive home, and you know me, I'm always talking to somebody on the phone.
Yep.
I'm still thinking about dinner. Like, what am I going to make or something? Because we literally plan everything. That's not to say every aspect of our life is planned.
No.
And it's not bad to have things unplanned, but that to me is romantic when the one thing they take off your plate is to plan a day or plan an activity. That is the most romantic, and honestly, that's pretty sexy to me because
I agree.
You understood that the biggest thing I struggle with is planning and having something scheduled.
Right.
And for one day not to worry about it, that's romantic.
And if you don't have to ask, like, are we spending time together? When are you free? What are we doing? Like, what would you like to do? And then you take on the burden of, I don't want to call it a burden because it's not in everyday life, but, like, sometimes it would just be nice to be like, hey, we're going to dinner tonight, or we're hanging out tonight, we're doing this, I already got dinner covered. It's like, well, shit, what do I have to do?
Right.
And then I could just drink wine and be one happy son of a bitch.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's romance, people. That is romance.
That is romance. True. That to me is true romance. Because honestly, if you're going to just give me a gift and that's Valentine's Day, I'm going to be like, excuse me, what? Like, am I going to have sex with this bracelet? Am I going to have it sit across from me at dinner?
True.
Is it going to drink the wine that's there? Like, that's personally how I feel. Again, people are different. We're talking about our preferences, so
I agree. Yeah.
No offense to the gift lovers, because I'm going to be honest, I'm still tilting on the gift loving side.
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it. Yeah, I would appreciate it, but I actually would be more upset to receive it and have nothing else planned for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I'd rather go through a day without getting a present and planning something like a, staycation or
I agree.
100%.
One Honda.
But you guys, honestly, that's one kind of stuff that we like to hear. You know, anybody who disagrees, maybe there is more value. And there's, like, presents, some people drink the same type of wine every Valentine's Day or every anniversary.
That's why I was saying, like, traditions are cute. Like, if you establish something like, every Valentine's Day we're going to do this, or every Valentine's Day I get you some variation of this, or we always go to the same restaurant, or we always, like, that kind of shit is really cute to me. But, until you establish that, it's kind of like, well, just put forth the planning part.
Yeah.
That is my helpful tip to any of you men out there, single, locked down, whatever your situation, just make a plan.
And we see the effort. That's the thing, is I think, that's one thing they don't realize is how much we appreciate it and see the effort behind what you do.
I think they could even plan. Things. Yeah, I think they could even plan, like, something that I wouldn't even want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, the hope is that they know you well enough to know they're not going to plan, like, a fucking hunting trip if that's not something that you're interested in. Like, that probably would be my worst nightmare. But aside from, like, worst case scenarios.
Please take notes throughout the episode.
But seriously, just, like, planning something, even if it's not, like, my all-time favorite thing to do, if you took the time to plan it, and you made all the arrangements, and I didn't have to think about it, and you are excited about it, like, I'm going to be excited about it.
Because you're taking me to something that you enjoy doing because you want me to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's still something, you know?
Yeah.
But
seriously, don't ever take me or someone like me hunting for any occasion.
Too much.
For any occasion.
I'd ball my eyes out.
I don't do camo.
I could
don't
fuck
like
some
the
camo, but
from the Super Bowl.
I can't do camo.
we don't need to talk about his elk shirt. I mean, he's hot,
claims
but
there's an elk on it, but I can't remember.
I mean,
drawing a
something wasn't right.
He knows how to romance.
Oh well, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Do you see his dance moves?
Oh God.
Yeah.
But I actually have a good one. What is, I guess, and this might be good for, our next topic, but I don't want to talk about it yet. What is your biggest pet peeve about, I guess, Valentine's Day? What is something that you don't like about it?
I'll go because I'm single. And I feel like, I feel like Valentine's Day is a holiday that everybody's like, oh, all single people hate it, or all single girls hate Valentine's Day. And it's like, I mean, I'm not like marking it on my calendar, counting down the days, but it's not a day that I'm like, oh, I'm going to sit in my room and cry all day because I'm not getting anything, or I'm not spending time. Like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, Valentine's Day isn't something to me that's like, oh God, I should just give up on life because I'm single for this Valentine's Day, or the last 12, or the next 14. Like, it's just, I'm just saying, like, it's not, I don't like that stereotype of Valentine's Day. Where it's like, you either only love it because you're in a relationship, or you have to hate it because you're single and you should spend it sad and alone.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with that 100%. I mean, we've all had single Valentine's Day. It's not like, no one's ever had that. One of why I don't like, I don't know why, and maybe it's because I don't like when it's like every person in the office gets flowers or something. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same.
Rub the shit in your face.
It's in your face, and I've had it done once, and honestly, it's not that I appreciated it when it happened because it was unexpected, but it's because it was unexpected, because we're not the type of people to do that. Because I almost just feel like it is a way where people might not get it, but it's like they probably are married and have a husband of 50 years where it's like, I don't care to get flowers. I don't know, something about getting it delivered to work. Like, it's a nice gesture, but I'm not a fan of seeing it because it's just repetitive. It's the same people that get the flowers every year, the same delivery boy.
The public show is sort of.
Yep. Yeah. I have one of those girls at work. Yeah, she gets shit all the time. I'm like, that's cool.
That's even more annoying, though. Like, all the time? What do you mean all the time?
I mean, just randomly she gets flowers delivered to her. They're engaged, but I'm like, I mean, sometimes I get Jimmy John's ordered from my fiance, but
okay, but that's nice.
Really nice.
Honestly, food is better than flowers to me anyway.
No, that is really nice.
Fuck that bitch.
I like that. That's actually cute.
And it's like, I'm not a huge PDA person. Like, I'm not always like making out and shit like that. I don't know. I just never have been a huge PDA person. Yeah. But it's like extra annoying to see on Valentine's Day, even if you're single or not. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm just not
again, I feel like people are putting on a show. It's like, do you really like make out with someone that often in public when it's not Valentine's Day?
Yeah. No. I mean, there's a difference between like affection and PDA.
Yeah. That's the thing is I'm like
I'm
the kind of person that's like not against. I mean, PDA is the different levels.
Yeah, like do your thing.
But I'm not someone that's like awkward about affection in front of people. But yeah, I don't need to be seeing like halfway what you're doing in the bedroom at fucking Cracker Barrel. I don't know. I don't know who's going to Cracker Barrel on Valentine's Day, but my parents literally would. My mom fucking loves Cracker Barrel.
I love Cracker Barrel. I play that little game.
Yeah, the pin game.
I suck. I don't even know what I'm doing. Sometimes I cheat. You
bitch.
Yeah, I've done it. I don't care. But there's also one other thing I wanted to kind of talk about that topic as well was, when you first start talking to somebody and it's that awkward period where you don't know, you haven't but you guys know me, I don't like the labels, but I'm going to use them. You're not exclusive, but you've been together. Not even Facebook, like exclusive. You're not dating. You brought them out to with your friends as often. How does that happen when it comes to these, like, not ever. I'm sorry. I will literally slap you in the face if you celebrate your 3-month anniversary. I will literally slap you. That is my biggest pet peeve. But, I mean, just in general, like when let's say you guys started talking in December or even January, and it's like that awkward, what do you do? Like, what are your expectations? Do you want to do something? Or are you like, oh, I don't know if we should do something? And I want to also pick a guy's brain about it, but like as girls, what do you guys think?
I feel like I wouldn't be expecting anything.
Yeah.
And I think it might be kind of, it all depends, like if you meet someone in January and it's the love of your fucking life, then go for it. But if you're just...
how would you if you know that?
Exactly. But like if you're just feeling it out, like if they were like, hey, do you want to hang out on Valentine's Day because it's a day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want someone to be like, yeah, we can't hang out tomorrow because it's Valentine's Day. It's like, okay, but do we really give a fuck? Like we don't need to be eating heart candies and just fucking velvet robes when candlelight, but we can just fucking do what we would do on a normal Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or, like, I feel like I'd be okay with that. I would be annoyed if they were actively trying to avoid the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just because it would be like, I'm not, like, expecting an engagement ring on Valentine's Day. Right. I'm not expecting flowers.
That's weird, you're not.
I know. It seems to me like I'm expecting an engagement ring, like, all the time. But, but I just... Yeah.
But we all know, and I swear to God when I say this, I'm not really thinking of somebody at the top of my head, but we all know that one girl or even guy that, like, Valentine's Day, I pick up my...
I know quite a few.
Go through my social media, let's look at my texts, my contacts, and it's just kind of like, what are you doing Tuesday?
Yeah. If you're looking for someone on Valentine's Day, I feel
but there are people like that really just enjoy... And I don't know why. I mean, maybe they just really do enjoy either getting pampered or pampering on that day.
Or you're just fucking lonely.
And that's a fair point. Maybe you are lonely. But also, there's other ways to not be lonely.
Yeah.
And also not be desperate.
Boys. I'm just kidding. I put my hand up, but it was funny in my head. And it wasn't
I liked it,
funny.
Sumie.
Christina laughs at everything I say.
Christina and Sumie are, like, pretty much the same person.
Yeah,
we are. The inappropriateness.
Yeah.
Keep shit going.
Whatever.
Keep shit going. But no, I mean, there are people, and I don't blame them, but I'm thinking back to, like, but Valentine's Day, I didn't have anybody up until 4 years ago, and it didn't ever bother me. And honestly, I think it also helps when all your friends are on the same boat.
Yeah.
When you're that age, especially. You know what I mean? At this age, it's like, it does become another day, because, I mean, realistically, like, Valentine's Day being on a weekday, nobody has time to, do anything, but that makes planning all the more special.
Yeah.
Like it's something little, like he thought about it and just planned something, whether it was small or even just showed up after work with, a
McDonald's hot fudge sundae, boys.
Seriously.
That's a good one. But
Probably
it was something different. It was something unconventional that you wouldn't do throughout the week. He acknowledges, like, it's a day where I just want to do something different.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't know. I'm not in that boat, neither are either of you, so it's hard for us to say.
It is hard, but it's also hard for us to speak on behalf of people.
For sure.
We don't know what everybody likes to do. I mean, some people it is a big deal. Some people do take it pretty far, if you're in a relationship or not, like it's still something that you want to celebrate. Which actually, I kind of want to move into our next topic too, what's that? Bringing it. But it's social media and Hallmark holidays.
Let's go Hallmark holidays first.
Okay, so, and that might actually tie into it. Yeah. So with Hallmark holidays, we have and you guys, I get like Sweetest Day.
Yeah.
There's National Girlfriend Day, National Boyfriend Day. I'm sick of it. I'm done listening to that stuff. I can't.
It's National Pizza Day. I mean, it's just everything's a national day.
I want to celebrate National Pizza Day. There was National Chocolate Cake Day, I think, a couple weeks ago.
I don't really understand the point of Sweetest Day if you have Valentine's Day. Like, if you're going to be that person that celebrates a Hallmark holiday,
Just
celebrate Valentine's Day. Why do you need a sweetest day?
I mean, I think it's kind of stupid.
But Driss was saying something, and maybe we should have looked it up, but he was saying yesterday he thinks it's more for, like, Valentine's Day stereotypically is where, you know, a guy would do something for a girl.
Yeah.
But sweetest day, I think, is supposed to be the opposite.
Oh,
where, like, the girls would do something for the guy. But I'm going to be honest, in my book, are we not fucking already doing that?
I was just about to say, I feel like it's a daily thought in my mind, like, what am I going to cook for us? Like,
Right.
it doesn't come down
Like,
to
I'm
what
kind
do
of
I
thinking-
Who's
want.
gonna fold your skivvies?
Christina's out here folding her man's underwear.
You
Okay,
got
that's
it.
love.
I mean, but it's
Love.
true, but it's like, or why don't you just compromise and you pick dinner, I'll pick an activity for us to do.
Right.
Or
Like, why can't
you're on top
Valentine's...
tonight instead. I don't know. Just switch it up.
Or, you know, never mind. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Oh,
anyway.
you say it.
So the Hallmark shit. Yeah. Back to that.
But no, it is. And you know what's so stupid is and honestly, this is my internal battle with social media. If I don't want to see it, I can just lock my phone. I love you as a person. I just hate when people do this, is when you post on those days, happy sweetest day to my love, when you just celebrated Valentine's Day. You know, like that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, sweetest day, really? Because you already posted on Woman Crush Wednesday and Man Crush Monday and even a TBT of you guys and you were babies and then now you're married. Like, it's like, I mean, it gets to be sometimes like, that's great, but you know what I mean? Like, just another reason I honestly think it's another reason to post on social media.
Oh, I think so too.
I think that's what these holidays are.
Just like publicly displaying how, just like showing off almost. Or like letting people know this is what you have. Sometimes
it's
what
false.
other people don't have.
It's false sometimes too. I honestly have seen a lot of, like, in my personal experience, the people that are posting more frequently about their relationship on social media.
The most rocky relationship.
You're right. Like, they're the ones that are breaking up the most, fighting the most, fooling people into thinking that they're, like, so happy and so in love. It's like, I get it. But, like, are you?
We should do a poll or a study on it. I'm not kidding, because I hear, and everyone's different again. Like, some people do, you know, are just more active on social media.
Yeah.
And the person you're with most of the time is your significant other. But that all goes down to personality, too. Like, sometimes when I watch that person's story, I know them, so it doesn't bother me that I'm seeing them, you know what I mean, in their relationship, because I know how they are. But then there are those people that are like, oh, okay. I thought you spilled your drink on him yesterday, but it makes sense that you guys are just so in love today. But again, I'm being hypocritical, because at the end of the day, I could just delete my social media if I really got annoyed with it. Or I could unfollow them, and do I want to? No, because it's entertaining. And that's my...
Well, I also think there's a difference between, like, okay, if people have been in a relationship for 4 years, and every Wednesday for 4 years, you're doing Woman Crush Wednesday, or what's the man one?
Man Crush
Monday. See, I don't post those because I don't have one. MCN. Anyway, but if you're doing it every week of the same person for the 4 years that you've been in a, it's like,
how do you
we
even have
get
any
it.
pictures?
Well, that's the other thing. It's like, what are you guys doing? Sitting on the couch taking pictures of yourself?
No, I swear to God, it's gotten so bad where it's like, I feel like that this person used the picture that, you know, when you turn on your phone and it's camera and you're like, oh, it's that picture. But they're like,
when it's on your face.
And that's the picture.
You're like, what phone would have wrote today?
Like Woman Crush Wednesday, Man Crush Monday, like, do what you do.
Yeah.
But it's also like, it's almost like, if you're going to use it, like, use it sparingly. Can we not do the weekly display? I don't even need to see a monthly. Every 6 months, you hit your quota. Like, one...
Cassie and I have been this real high about quotas.
Like,
I mean, it makes sense.
People have quotas, and you're missing them. Like, you are...
You've just been
maxing it out.
You're maxing out these credit cards, people, and I need you to stop.
I agree. But, and you know what, though? Kind of expanding on the social media, I think it also does impede on relationships. And I think even the most secure people in their relationships have gone through I saw you liked this picture, I saw you followed this, or you don't ever post about us. I mean, it happens. And I think there's different severity levels. You know, sometimes it might also happen early on versus I don't give a fuck now, or it might happen later because it's like, why are you so invested in that? Versus, there's different reasonings behind it, but at the end of the day, I think we can all agree that there is harm in social media because it does impede on. It's just another thing you have to worry about. And I have some friends who've been in relationships that are like, oh, I love it. You know, so-and-so doesn't even have Instagram or Snapchat. He's on Facebook saving pasties. And I love it.
That's the best part about Facebook. That's why Facebook is still relevant, okay? Tasty. Keep coming with the recipes.
Right, but there are people who talk about how fortunate they are and they love it. But then there are times where, you know, I'm like, I wish I was that way. But then there are times where I do like looking on social media and just being connected with people and seeing their relationships with, whether it's a boyfriend or family or friends or whatever. And even I like posting about it. But what are your guys' thoughts on the whole, what do you think that it has an effect on relationships? How? Or even just romantic or social life?
I mean, personally, back in a couple years ago, so half the relationship maybe, I don't really know at this point. You know, back when I creeped a little bit, and you find things that he liked.
Yeah.
And it was like an ex with like some selfies and some like slutty looking clothes. I'm gonna call you out on your shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So, you do. And then he's like, oh shit. Well, that was stupid. But, like, I know it didn't mean anything, but
I'll justify
still.
you on calling it out because you should let it out. It's how far you take it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take it far. I was just like, what are you doing and what does this mean?
Well, yeah, and I also think it's important, like, you called it out because you were bothered by it.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what you have to do. If you're bothered by it, you need to bring it to attention when you're bothered. You don't get to be bothered by it. Like, say you creep and you're like, oh, fuck, he liked this so-and-so's picture.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to start anything. And then you bottle it up and then you get pissed about, like, you ate the last fucking pickle out of the jar and you didn't tell me. And then the next thing you know, you're fucking balls deep. Yeah, you're like, you eat the last pickle, you like this bitch's Instagram post. Like, what else are you fucking up with?
And you know what? I will have a guy's back and be like, that would catch me off guard. I agree. God damn it, I ate the last pickle. I did not realize you saw me like Cindy Lou Who's picture. Like, she grew up and got
fucking
nice
Cindy Lou Who.
Right.
But, like,
I think it's important if you're going to address it.
Yeah.
Number one, if you're going to bitch about it, you have to address it. Yeah. You don't get to harbor that and then hold it against them later. Yeah. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I'm always that kind of person. Like, if I'm fucking bothered by something that you've said or done, or I'm assuming you've done, I'm going to fucking call you on it. And I might be wrong, and I might have to swallow my pride and be like, yep, well, there I went. There was my psycho flag. Flew it. But the other thing is like there's a ref on the field just throwing every colored flag in his pockets. But but like I said, you have to call it in the moment, or at least within a certain time frame. Like, maybe you're like, I'm gonna take 5 and chill the fuck out before I rip his ball sack off.
You do need to take a minute. You should address it, but it shouldn't be like, walks in through the door, have a seat.
Yeah, you just got home from work.
Pull out your phone. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Or like, you're annoyed by him and then he pulls his phone out and it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, I bet there are some new photos you'd like to like, aren't there?
They're just like, this bitch had 1 million selfies and a lot of scandalous clothes. I'm like, who are you? And why are you liking her shit, man? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah. And obviously you boned her in the past.
It's not a friend that you know where you're like, oh, I know who, she from high school. I know that they're friends. Yeah. It's always that, like, random girl that you're like, but who is she?
Right.
Like,
but also, it could just be, my insecurities as well.
Oh,
that I could work on.
I think it's 99%.
Well, I think social media brings out insecurities.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, we can work on it, but I do think there's a little bit of respect too, where it's like, okay, if you're somebody in a relationship and this girl is not posing like her, like, okay,
no, but you're putting your titties out there for a reason.
Like, because every bitch now thinks she's a model, but just, you know it's a provocative enough picture. This isn't a good friend. This isn't, maybe you should just judgment call for a second. Oh, is it worth liking the picture? Like, I saw it, I acknowledged it, the boobs look great, maybe there was a little bit of nipple there.
You didn't need to like it.
Maybe there was a mental, like, on to the next, Yeah. But then there is that, again, there is a double standard, though, with that, too. I don't think I follow any of our guy friends or any guys, not celebrities, but I mean, like, that take provocative pictures.
Working out.
But, right. I mean, workout pictures would probably be equivalent to, you know what I mean? But I am sometimes mindful of it. Like, I saw it. Mm-hmm. Is it a friend? You know those people that you just always like their pictures? No. But it's like, why is it this picture that I'm going to like?
I mean, it opened up a good conversation to where we saw both perspectives. And I said it all calmly. Like, I always try to see things from both sides, you know?
But you have to hear it first. You have to hear the side.
And, you know, and now, there's no issue.
Yeah.
For that.
But that's where I think tying social media back to these Hallmark holidays, you know, Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, Woman Crush Wednesday, it's like, you never Instagram me. I'm never on your Snapchat story. I'm never in the picture. Physically. Like, literally in the picture.
I'm literally not in your picture.
I'm not in your picture.
But I was there.
And that's the stuff that I think some people see. Like, wow, he Instagrams her all the time. And you know what? There's times where sometimes you might look like, wow, he really is sweet. Like, he always talks about his significant other. But then there's times where I'm like, if you fucking post one more picture of me, I will literally cut you. Yeah. Like, we don't need that many pictures of me on your social media. Like, people need to know you have friends.
That's the thing, though, is I feel like that's why it's such a, like, touchy subject. Because, like, for some people, it's, like, not enough. Yeah. And then for other people, it's too much. Yeah. And it's like, there's a happy medium, but everybody's different. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'd be like, well, I'd like to at least be, like, noticed on your Instagram. So, like, if someone goes to your Instagram page, they know, especially if we've been together for a long time.
If you're active on social media.
Right. I'd like them to know that, like, hello, hi, here I am. 4 years later, if you don't have any photos of me, or even in a group setting, or a fucking family Christmas photo, I don't know. But it's like, bitch, I'm here. Okay? Yeah. But it's also like every week, every day, every time I'm fucking blowing my nose in the kitchen, like, I don't need those candid shots.
Her nose. So cute.
Like, so cute. The cutest little snot muffin. Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. I think that there's a difference because there are some of our friends that just like, you just never post. So if you just never post, it might not be as, okay, you never post. Like, your last post was from 2014. But if you are somebody that literally has posted, like, once every couple weeks, twice a month, whatever it may be, and you're just never, and it's always, like, you and your buddies, or you and your whatever. It's other people other than your significant other. And I mean significant other. Like, to the point where you're exclusive, people know about you.
It's not your, like, if you have a flavor of the week kind of thing.
No.
Bitch, you don't have rights to his Instagram.
Let him like whoever he wants to. He can't like Cindy Lou who's taught us.
Sorry. True.
But yeah, there's a difference. And
well, the other thing too, though, is I'm going to say it, like, I think anybody can be an Instagram model. Like, if you hit me with some fucking strong contour, some Maybelline, and the fucking second Snapchat filter that makes everybody look pretty.
Oh my god. You know those body Snapchat filters?
Yeah.
Longer eyelashes?
That's what I cut off the ears and make me look, you know.
Take my LinkedIn picture with Snapchat
pull my cleavage down a little bit, and it's like, hi, I'm an Instagram model. You know, but like, I'm not going to put it in my fucking bio. Like, hashtag Instamodel. That shit's so annoying.
Bumble pic.
No. But you do have to be smart about your Bumble pic.
Yeah, see, that's different.
We can't go into dating sites right now. It's too much.
Dating sites are a little
Tinder is a nightmare.
Oh, I have a good one. How do you feel about, it's all tying in together, how do you feel about, you know, Tinder, Bumble,
it all seems
Grindr?
like
No, I mean, those people who find you on that and then end up finding your social media. How do you feel about that?
I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that
at all.
Have
you guys ever had, well, I mean, I haven't, again, I used Tinder, like, 6 years ago. I've never, you know what I mean? But, like, how do you feel about those people finding your actual social media page? When you're trying to...
That's really taking the extra mile.
It's too much. It's like, we literally... Just don't. Until I, like... I just...
Until there's real confirmation.
Right. Like, it's like, if we have never even, like, spoken... We've never met. We've never addressed the fact that, like, we'd like to continue this conversation. Like, I don't need you creeping 62 weeks back in my Instagram feed.
I mean, it was like an immediate swipe right and then follow request.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or people that are, like, if you, like, match them on whatever dating site, and then they're like, hey, you should follow me on Snapchat. It's like, I'm going to be honest. I don't give a fuck that you're playing fetch with your dog at the park when I literally probably just swiped right because I was a little drunk and desperate. Like, we're not actually together, so I don't care about fucking Bobo the pit bull and his tennis ball. I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of over it. With that whole thing, I don't know. I had a Tinder nightmare, so I'm just sort of like,
And that's why you don't like camo.
And that is why I don't like camo.
Yeah, we won't expose the story, or maybe we will one day, but if that shit is funny.
It's not funny.
It's funny.
It was pretty funny.
It's a nightmare.
Drunken hookup stories are the best. Horror stories.
Tinder's a hot mess. Anyway.
But no, but there are people that literally, like, will go the extra mile to be like, okay, I know that this person on Tinder is within a 25-mile radius of me. So, if I find them on Facebook, I know they go to Ohio State University.
Yeah.
I know that they're brown or they're white.
I know that they're brown.
Or they're white. People will really find these. They will find
That's
you.
why it's creepy, honestly.
Yeah, it is a little creepy, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Social media I think it's great. I love being connected to people. I honestly love seeing the dogs and the relationships and the engagements and the babies.
Bobo
like
the pit bull.
Bobo the pit bull.
Okay, I like Bobo on Instagram. I don't like him on your personal Snapchat if I don't know who the fuck you are.
Well, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but I mean, they're, like I said, I mean, I think social media does become an issue in, I honestly think, when it's the most dangerous is when you're starting off in a relationship and you guys are exclusive, but you haven't had, whether it's a conversation, right, or whatever.
The birds and the bees.
Think about social media. And I'm not going to lie, I will never forget the first time that I thought, well, Driss and I took a really cute picture. Oh my God, I can't post this picture. That's weird, right? Like, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I got the whole, like, okay, 4 months, no, you're okay to post it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But that's like a thought I had. Like, I don't want to be, it's like, you don't want to be the first one to say I love you. I don't want to be the first one to post a picture of us.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like 9 out of 10 times it's always the girl that just makes the decision. Like, I'm going to post it.
Yeah.
Because
then you also have the girls that are like, we've been together 2 weeks. It's time for our first post. And I'm like, okay. And then do you delete it next week? Or do you just hold off and you just add the collection of, I don't know.
Of what, breakups?
Yeah. But some people do that. You know what I mean? That's a good question, though. Okay, so say you're like a very avid social media person. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll stick to Instagram. And you post a lot of pictures of your relationship.
Like, how do you have a shit ton of followers? Because, I mean, that matters.
Well, okay, we'll say you're like medium level Insta popular.
Okay.
A good amount of followers, but you're not like certified.
Right.
Okay. But then, like, you're in a relationship, and we'll say it's like a pretty steady, like, a year. Mm-hmm. So you have quite a few pictures of your significant other, and then you break up. Like, are you the kind of person that's just going to let all the pictures stay and you just move on with your life? And you keep posting, but obviously the significant other has fallen off? Or are you the kind of person that goes back and deletes them?
That is literally such a good question, because I've heard it from both people who do choose it. Like, I've heard people say, like, I would hope you don't care because it's social media. But those are the people that don't have hundreds of pictures within a year. They posted milestones, 1 year.
Big events.
Maybe even, 6 months, whatever. I'm just, how I am. Yeah. But anyway, 6 months, first date, whatever, like, TBTs, those kind of pictures. Mm-hmm. They don't care because it's like, I just posted a few. But then you do have those people that have taken literally our first, they have all these firsts. Like,
our first Whole Foods trip.
But my friend just said that. She had a kind of a bumpy breakup, and she literally cut off every single tie from him and deleted all the pictures.
I think that's healthy, though.
I was like, man, you a bold bitch.
But it's healthy.
I like it. And she seemed pretty strong about all this.
It's welcome into a new relationship, because then it doesn't bother the question of, oh my God. Like, it comes down to, did you post any pictures after the breakup that didn't have to do with a guy? Were you having a good time and partying? Were they selfies? Were they Mr. Whiskers? Were they Spot or BOGO? Whatever.
That sounds like a cat and I want to kill it.
I don't like cats. But anyway, that's another thing. Like, you consider what other pictures came in between your last relationship to your next. Like, that's so crazy how much you can dissect social media.
I know.
Yeah, what do you do? What would you guys do, I guess?
I would personally move on. Yeah. I think, like, the past is the past. It happened either way. You can't really change it.
Right.
So just keep moving on. Yeah, I don't really care.
It's also like, especially if it's been a whole year and everybody that's following you, like, they've seen the photos, they've liked the photos, they've commented on the photos. Like, they know the photos were there.
Or if they know you.
So if
they know what
happened. If you delete it, it's like, you're not really like, people still know that happened.
But, I'll argue and say, because I think I'm more active than Christina, I think I would delete them. Not because I'm like, oh my God, I can't look at that. I mean, well, that's one of them.
Well, yeah, true.
I think it's because I have a good amount where it's not going to delete the memories in your life, or it's going to delete the, the moments that you had with them, and everyone already has seen them. It's just more so, I almost always think, out of respect, if I do look back at, my life and just think like, okay, I'm starting something new with somebody, I don't want to remember my 3-year and 4-year with my ex.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
But I don't have I have a good amount of pictures, but they're all spread out. Yeah, they're not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I'm deleting 10 at a time in a row. I might be deleting I took 2 and this was a big moment. I just don't know if I should keep that.
Yeah, I think you could also get selective. Like, if there's some big moment that's like, I can't even stand to, because it's also a part of your healing process.
Yeah.
When a relationship ends, whether you were the reason or you weren't or whatever, like, it's still a healing process. I mean, I guess it's kind of like
the way it ended.
If you have pictures hanging around your house, you're going to take them down.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it'd be kind of weird to keep the pictures hanging up.
That's how I feel about social media.
You're going to have, like,
That makes sense, though.
Because having them in your phone is different, too.
Yeah.
Like, there might be a few you do want to delete because it is something that cuts deep. But, if you're going through your phone, let's say you're one of those people, you might have 1,200 pictures on your phone. It's like, it's a lot of time to go through all of them. But I think it also depends on the degree of breakup.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it also depends. Yeah, if it's a really bad breakup, if they did you real dirty, or if you're devastated, or, if you completely cut ties. Because there's also people that, they coexist afterwards, or they're even friends afterwards. And it's like, then I don't feel like you need to.
That's how I like to do it, personally.
Bitter, then.
How would you guys feel about seeing, if you're now with somebody long enough, well, not long enough, but let's say you've been with them long enough to, he's posted pictures of you, but they're still right around, they're not too far ahead where you can't see it, you're his exes, or his ex.
Ooh.
How would you guys feel? Do you think you would, let me ask, would you say something? Or would you just kind of...
No, I wouldn't say anything. I'll just be like, cool. I mean, she looks like a bitch, or she's pretty, but whatever.
But honestly, even if you're saying she's pretty, she probably still looks like a bitch.
She's a pretty bitch.
She's a pretty bitch, but she's a bitch.
So you guys wouldn't say anything? Would you guys just kind of...
I don't think so.
I mean, everyone has past relationships.
Right. If it was like an issue, like the social media itself...
Yeah.
Like, if I catch you, like, looking at the photos of her on your Instagram, or, like, reminiscing, or going back and, like, reliking them, or, that's gonna be a problem for me.
Yeah.
But if you just have them naturally, like...
But, there's, I think, a big difference between which social media, because, like, Facebook is one of those things, like, are you gonna go back and delete every picture or look at... I mean, we creep on it, versus Instagram... Where it's like, it's kind of there.
Yeah.
It's in your face.
I think it might be, I still probably wouldn't say anything about Instagram, but I would probably be more like, oh shit, on Instagram than I would on Facebook. Because it's like, if you go to Facebook, people have had Facebook for so long that they probably have their high school girlfriend or boyfriend on there. They probably have their middle school, it's like there's...
First grade crush.
The first grade crushes of the world might be out there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, historically, it's so much longer. That, like, I feel like, am I really going to be that upset that you still have them on there? No, because you also probably have, like, your prom photos and your, like, it's like, I'm not affected by that. But I do see what you mean, like, Instagram, it's usually more current. It's used more often than Facebook for most people nowadays. So, and when you look at it, like, that's all there is. Like, you can look at someone's Facebook profile and there's a whole lot of other shit. You'd have to dig for the photos, whereas with Instagram, it's like, oh, there she is. There she is again. And then it's like awkward too, because it's like, if you have mutual friends already, or by getting into the relationship you've made mutual friends, and it's like, oh, all your friends really like that photo? Like, did they like her though? Did they really like her? I don't know.
It stirs up all sorts of crazies, and honestly, I think sometimes brings out the worst in people.
I agree.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie when I say, there have been times where Driss and I are like, should we just delete it? But it was stupid what we argued about, but should we just delete it? And we're like, you know what? Let's make it a test of our relationship. Let's just keep it and see how things go. And eventually you do just learn to be like, whatever.
Yeah. Because I also feel like if you have to delete it, like, I totally get
Yeah,
like,
why people do
I
it.
would just delete it so I don't have to deal with it. But at the same time, it's like, then you've let the world know that you can't handle it.
I'm like testing myself. Yeah.
Like, you're basically telling everyone, like, yeah, we couldn't handle the fucking selfie liking and the X's on the Instagram. So we just, but it's like, you gotta, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, to each their own. But
Yeah.
I don't think I'd
I
do
think
one
it's just how it
to.
works, you know. Maybe
If it works for
not that
you.
you're weak, or you're weak for deleting.
You're a son of a bitch.
Weak sauce. No, but it's just, maybe it was like, you know what,
not.
there were other reasonings for it. I was on it too much, and, you know, I don't need this many people knowing what I'm doing in my life right now. There's other reasoning.
I was addicted to watching tasty videos on Instagram
Maybe
and
a true
Facebook.
life. That could
True
be a
life. I'm addicted to social media. I bet there is one about that. When did
Yeah,
that show
I wouldn't be
end?
surprised.
Last one I remember is True
I don't
Life.
know.
Last time I watched MTV. You know what? This is so funny because I'm going to actually shout out to Alpha for this, for re-jogging my memory.
Great, now his head's not
Alpha's
even bigger.
Snapchat, yeah, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger.
This motherfucker.
As the seasons go and the episodes continue, Alpha's head gets bigger. But he was watching Next on MTV.
Oh,
Do you guys
man.
remember
I
all
love
those
that
dating
show.
shows?
Yeah, that was funny.
It's
actually.
so crazy, those dating shows though, but it's like, you're gonna decide who dates you because I'm Keyshawn, I'm 23, and I'm a bus driver.
Next.
That's how they always went, and it's so funny to me. Do you guys remember the one show, and this was, I swear to God, the true testament of a relationship. It was, they bring together in like a mansion or like a house.
The exes? Oh, fuck
and
no.
their significant others, their current significant others
Fuck
would
no.
be watching them, and they didn't know that they'd be watching them. And a lot of the times they'd hook up.
I swear to God, you guys,
That would be really awkward.
I would murder someone.
I think I
mean, I
don't
can
know
see
if
it in
people
your eyes
go
now.
Crazy.
No, I would actually murder
Cassie
someone.
twitched a little bit.
Like flames. I would burn the whole fucking house down. Everyone in it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that drives people crazy. That, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
you're
but that's
watching-
crazy though. That's just like, but that's
quite
you're
the
setting
pickle.
yourself. Which obviously those were all like scripted shows and all kinds of shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like you're really setting yourself up. It's like, yeah, sure, go into a house with your ex and I'll just watch.
Your relationship's going down the fucking
Yeah,
tubes.
no, I don't give
know
a
people
fuck.
did that. That was
Because the thing is,
Yeah.
it's like even the people that probably went in and were like friendly with their ex, but like nothing actually happened.
Yeah.
Like certain people are going to be like, why the fuck did you sit there and talk about pancakes? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like,
What do you mean? Oh, I missed your waffles.
right. It's like, you don't like my waffles?
What are you insinuating?
My waffles aren't good enough for you? Or, you know, just some shit. Like, I just feel like it would stir up. Like, you're just asking for it
Yeah.
at that point.
But that's how I feel like
wouldn't
about
volunteer
social
for that
media
one.
too. It's like
Who
that's.
signs people up for that, though? I'm actually wondering.
I don't know.
Do they both have to agree?
To get money.
Well, yeah, I guess I might do it for that.
Then you risk losing an arm at one point, but
No, it won't be my arm lost.
gosh, you get your reality TV headshot and then your mugshot right after.
Might be worth it. You never know.
But I mean, all of it though. It's social media, these reality shows, and I think in general, I personally think they bring more harm than good. I think the good is when you really just use it for, I think the good's gonna come when we're married and kids and all we see are kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's the
couples.
point.
I think like from 18, like your college years through your mid 20s, that's just when it's like, oh,
Yeah.
be careful with social media kind
Yeah.
of phase. And then you get out of it, you're married, and I hope you're not sitting in bed with your husband like, what do you mean you liked your secretary's photo?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Why is it always the goddamn secretaries?
That's why you never have a hot secretary.
No, you can't.
No, there have been many lessons.
Word
you
to
can't
the
have.
wise for all the businessmen out there. If you're looking for a new secretary, look for a man. Look for an old man.
Or look for
And-
a Gertrude or a
Right.
Bernice
Or Betty White,
oh,
you know.
Oh, she's golden.
She's
hilarious. She just turned 96.
I saw
I saw.
I saw a shirt at Kohl's today that had the Golden Girls on it that said "Stay Golden," and I immediately thought of you, Cassandra,
Oh my god.
and I really wanted to get it.
Get it
Listen,
for Valentine's Day for her.
that is so
true.
sad.
I'll put it on your doorstep.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, it's even worse.
Oh my god, a surprise
It's knowing
gift.
that day.
Do I have a secret admirer? Oh, it's from Christine.
One good thing though, I
I mean, it's a
swear,
fucking gift.
Sure.
one good thing that comes out of Valentine's Day is all the chocolate at all
Seriously.
these convenience stores.
I don't know. I
The
honestly
chocolate bouquet
think...
that we just saw at Kroger, I
Yeah.
was like,
Okay, also,
watering,
to our
mouth watering.
male listeners, it's not too late. run. Do not walk to Kroger. Run.
You know, speed.
Run. And go get these fucking candy bouquets they have set up at Kroger. That shit is so legit. Fuck the flowers and the balloons.
Right.
It's like full-size, king-size candy bars. And there's like
That's
12
the
of
only
them.
kind of
I mean, my
bouquet
diabetic
on
ass
the
would have to
calendar.
take it one bar at a time, but
Well, I'm hoping everybody
love
would
it.
take it one bar at a time.
No,
but
not me.
I mean,
Physically,
yeah.
I can't just have one.
physically, I'm
yeah,
not
it'd be
doing it.
hard.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying that is a big perk that comes out of it. But
Fatness.
anyway,
I feel like we covered a lot.
we did cover
We talked about a lot of shit.
And we want, honestly, like I say this, the guys say it on all the episodes, we will take any sort of comments, whether it's criticism, whether it's suggestions, whether it's, you know, good job, we liked it. Like, we need to hear it.
You guys suck ass.
You guys literally are terrible. Never bring Christina back again.
I will not be
mean,
surprised to see
I'm a
one
little
of those.
tired right now, so I'm not up to my full potential.
Well,
So
here's
you
another
just,
thing. I was
you know-
thinking next time we do a girls episode, maybe we can get Christina to come back.
Well,
And maybe
yeah.
someone else, who knows.
We could honestly bring Christina, Mallory,
Right. We bring the whole fucking crew. But I really
that
want to
shit
talk about
crazies.
girl code.
Yeah, that is actually, I think we're going to do another topic on girl code because that's a good one. Because I think it means different things to different girls and it says a lot about a friendship dynamic.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, what we're going to
That would be
want to
interesting.
talk about. So if you guys have any good suggestions, opinions, whatever, girl code, that's a good one.
Girl code.
Don't steal from the show.
No, we're different. We're
We are
better.
different. But no, you guys, you know, let us know if you guys have any good suggestions on that and any piggyback topics off that as well. But
So true.
we've covered just about everything. I think we've come to the conclusion that not every girl is materialistic. It takes literally effort and social media.
Planning.
It's the little
Sucks.
things in life that are mean the most.
Little
And
things.
social media,
It's a
It's like a bag of
who
dicks.
knows?
I'm just kidding.
Who knows about it?
But we do appreciate you guys listening in.
We
so
love you.
we'll have Christina back. Thank you, Christina.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
To all of
Big ol'
those,
hearts and dicks for all of
even
y'all.
you single people out there.
Just open those legs.
This is a, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Do it if you want though.
Do what you need to.
Do it.
Love you guys.